Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sedona Psychics Podcast. This is your gateway to your spiritual journey and awakening, and it's definitely going to get a little bit weird. I'm Jeffrey.
I'm Relic.
And I'm MA.
Every episode, we're going to be diving into empathic and psychic phenomena, energy work, spiritual awakenings, and everything in between. All from the heart of one of the most spiritually and energetically charged places on planet Earth, Sedona, Arizona.
Possibly even the universe. But really, guys, whether you are a seasoned psychic pro or a total skeptical newbie, or anywhere in between, this podcast is going to be a safe place for you to explore, expand your intuition, expand your consciousness.
So light a candle, grab your favorite crystal, and let's tune in, guys.
So let's start with who we are, not just as psychics, but as people.
I'll kick it off. Again, I'm Relic, guys, and I am pretty much a nerd for all things mystical and ancient. I work mostly with runes, but I also do a lot of work with sound and Reiki for energy healing and energy clearings. And I just kind of enjoy like tuning into the more subtle energies that exist in people, places, and basically the goal is just to kind of help you tap into your own intuition.
And I'm MA. I use tarot and mediumship as my tools. I see myself as the bridge between the living world and the spiritual world. I connect with spirit guides, people who have crossed over, and I receive any messages that need to come through for that person in that moment in time.
And I'm Jeffrey, and I work with tarot and oracle cards. I also do palmistry and past life recall. I also do a lot of work with crystals in teaching people how to use crystals in their everyday life to help balance in energy and connect with their spirit guides. A lot of my readings are about people who want to awaken their psychic and empathic gifts and about are trying to find that path on that spiritual journey. And I'm here to help empower that and give them some lights along the way.
And speaking of paths, I guess we should talk at this point about kind of where our paths all crossed here at the Crystal Magic Psychic Center.
Yeah, the Psychic Center is our spiritual home base, if you want to say. It's our sacred temple. This is more than just a business. This is a safe place and a community hub here in Sedona.
We offer one-on-one readings, energy healing, and it's all designed to help people awaken with their spiritual gifts, psychic and empathic gifts, and get them greater clarity and alignment with their spirituality.
Yeah, I pretty much see it as a bridge, right? It's designed to help people connect the mystical to the practical, connect the seen to the unseen, and basically just connect themselves more fully to the universe.
So, Emma, can you tell us about how this amazing place got started? Can you give us like the origin story of the Crystal Magic Psychic Center here in Sedona, Arizona?
Yeah, I totally can. Really, it started very organically. Growing up, me and my sister always heard my mom say, "Oh, I want to open a spiritual store," thinking that we were just going to sell like tarot cards and things for divination, incense, and tapestries and things like that. But when the moment arose, she was out in the small little room doing readings in front of Crystal Magic store by herself. So she was doing readings, she was doing aura photos about 5, 6 days a week. She would have some help here and there. Then the owner actually approached her and said, "Hey, I have this space available. Do you want it?" So ever since then, it's been a very cohesive relationship. He has all of his crystals in here on display that are also for sale. That also brings in some really cool energy here into the center. And so here we are. We've been in business for a little over 5 years now. It's me, my sister, and my mom who run the business. We have awesome readers that work here, awesome people that are like family as well, too, for sure. So, this is really where we really wanted to create a safe space for people to transform their lives.
Yeah, and really, I would say that there's probably no better place than Sedona for it to be. Sedona is, if you guys are not familiar with it, Sedona is just a mecca for the spiritual seeker mindset kind of person. It pretty much uh, attracts people that are already kind of on the edge of that personal transformation.
For sure, exactly, yeah. So we came together and created something a little bit more intentional. The center was born out of an idea of healing, and that healing shouldn't be exclusive or mysterious. It should be available to all to for empowerment. Our goal is just to remind people that their intuition and their gifts are for everybody. It's not just for a chosen few.
And that's one of the things I really love about working here is this is a living, breathing temple. This is a place that welcomes all faiths, all modalities, people from all cultures. This is all backgrounds are welcome here at the Crystal Magic Psychic Center for that spiritual awakening on those opportunities.
Yeah, it's a space for soul nourishment, however that looks for you.
Right. So, guys, what can the people out there expect from this podcast? What can they expect from Sedona Psychic?
We're covering all things psychic, going all the way from how to develop your intuition to what spirit guides are, real stories with clients, also even listener questions as we go along too.
We are also going to be including some of the other psychics and readers here at the Sedona Psychic Center, because again, we use a lot of us use all different modalities here. Some of us are into astrology, some of us do zodiac, some of us work with crystals. But we're also going to be talking about all the tools of divination and how to use them and how you can actually start working with those tools like tarot and palmistry and dowsing rods. We're also going to be explaining and breaking down auras and chakras in an explainable, understandable manner for everyone. We're going to be teaching you guys how, when you come out here, like how to work with the Sedona vortexes and actually being able to like take some like the maximum advantage of how to use them to shift your spiritual energy.
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and add also that we are not afraid to get real, right, guys? So we live and breathe this stuff every
For
day,
sure. For sure.
and we know that the spiritual journey and the awakening process is not always just incense and angel numbers, right? Like it's raw, it's messy, it's all incredibly human, but we're gonna keep it grounded, and so it won't be it won't be totally woo woo.
Or more, woo!
Exactly. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff to come, guys.
We want to demystify the mystical. This isn't about gatekeeping spiritual knowledge. This is about really sharing the knowledge with whoever is open to it.
And we are actually very, very excited to be starting this podcast and like talking about these topics with all of you. It's something that we've been working on for quite a while, and we are very excited to start this journey and take you guys along with us.
So, if you're feeling the vibe and these are all things that you want to explore and learn more about, make sure you follow the podcast. And we also have a YouTube channel now, so follow the YouTube channel. Leave comment, share with your friends, and also check out our social media. There'll be updates on there on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok about future episodes and maybe even some behind the scenes stuff. And I know we got a lot of really cool stuff coming that I'm excited to talk about. So
For sure. And if you're ever in the Sedona area, come by the Psychic Center. Come vibe with us. Let's see your aura. Let's get a reading and just come hang out in this awesome vibe that we have here.
So, our next episode is going to be about auras and chakras. because all three of us believe that is very much the foundation for what you need to know and understand to do any kind of spiritual work, any kind of awakening work, any kind of psychic or empathic work. So we are going to be demystifying auras and chakras on the next episode. And another thing to keep an eye out for is our episode on the Sedona vortexes, one that I'm very excited about. And definitely, if you are in the area, please feel free to come in and grab our new vortex guide that we're offering.
Yeah, definitely. You're going to want to get one of those. Those are going to be awesome. We got a
And
lot
yes,
of
very
cool
much so.
stuff that we're adding. We've had one that we've been giving out for years, but we got a lot of cool stuff we're adding. So
We have an updated version
yeah,
of it now, a little bit more in detail, I feel like, from what the other Vortex map that we
By
had
a
was.
little, we mean a lot, and by a lot, we mean like damn. Because the last time this was updated, it had 4 vortexes on it. It's the penalty, and that was 40 years ago. And the new vortex guide that we're giving out has 20.
Nice.
yeah, and we may end up
Nice.
with more than that on the website. So there'll be like a QR code that links to the website or something like that. Molly's in charge of that.
And for those of you who are still paying attention, like I don't know if you noticed how excited we are about vortexes around here.
I think we're excited about all of the things that we're going to be bringing to this podcast. I know there's other podcasts like this out there, but really, we bring a different vibe. I'm not going to lie, and that's not being cocky or in my ego about it, but we do. We bring a different vibe to the spiritual community, so we're excited to share that with you guys.
So on that note, namaste. The light in me honors the light in you.
All right, thanks for stopping by, guys. We'll see you next time.
And stay magical.